Nestled in the hills of Virginia, where touching the Hokie Stone means remembering the legends who formed the foundation of a power. Names like Vic and Beamer, and a lunch pail mentality that applies to the Virginia Tech Hokies. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hokies will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Trojans offense will have the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously a defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And the Trojans will hustle to the line. They're not only ready to fight on, they're ready to deliver knockout punches with plays like that.
Yeah, they typically are, and it's typically Hollywood scripts, right? Just beautiful playmakers, big bodies, fast bodies. You highlight the famous celebrity quarterbacks. That's just what USC does.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the boot, looking for his man. Now sliding to his left. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And after success like that on the bootleg, that's going to change the way the defense plays now. Every single time from here on out, when the quarterback hands it off, they're going to have to leave a defender, a defensive end, or a linebacker outside just in case he decides to keep it. It's a positive play offensively, but it also now changes the way this defense is going to try and play the rest of the game.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. Keeps it on the bootleg. He's got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Leaves it with the back. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on its shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC.
Touchdown, Trojans! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hokies offense will get the ball for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Just a simple power play. power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
And they may have caught the defense snapping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set it down.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football in these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
That's a really good looking run there. And you think about great looking running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They feed him again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Tackle that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it, using the back as a receiver on the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Go straight ahead. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. 2nd and goal for the offense. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. Lining up to add another. Smashes it through for the PAT. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Yeah, the basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and shorter.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Trojans are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. He looks that one in nicely. Touchdown USC! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He wants to throw. Time to take a shot. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Going up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, they'll take to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Gilliam. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And here comes the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now they regain the lead. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Coming after it. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easier. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to pass on second down. They've got the screen set up.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Nevada dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. It sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man on the right. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. And the Hokies are on the move. They want to just keep throwing it. He's taking the shot. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Hokies. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And the extra point puts them on top by 1.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll try to do it himself. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. At the 45 on his way. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
We've seen throughout this drive the success for the offense when they've been running the quarterback. Finally, though, the defense got it right. Everybody played their assignment. They honed in on him, and they got a big stop.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Takes the handoff and he's going right. He's knocked down in the backfield, he'll lose a couple. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Trying play action. Buys a little extra time. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It is perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's right on target. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets it out quickly.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got it down the middle. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right on target this time. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
The Hokies have moved it inside the 20. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He stopped short, and they'll turn it over. What a huge stand by this defense.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They'll give it to the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Leaves it with the running back. Sweet cut there. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You've got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation.